modern society, no one is an island.
Understanding others is inherently challenging, and navigating coexistence across cultures and ethnicities demands wisdom and inclusiveness.
Yet here, especially on this special occasion today, I've seen the truest form of unity shining among people in China. 56 ethnic groups cluster together like pomegranate seeds, clasp in embrace. Where does this symbiotic wisdom originate?
And how can this wisdom navigate the vast Pacific Ocean, illuminating pathways for the China-US relations?
Because it's not only about us.
Sanyuesan Festival, though likely unfamiliar to many Americans, is a grand celebration jointly commemorated by various ethnic groups across China.
Sanyuesan Festival, historically known as the Shangsi Festival, traces its origins back to the pre-Qing period. Over its 2,000-year evolution, it has gradually integrated with the histories, legends, and regional characteristics of various ethnic groups, emerging as a significant occasion for cultural exchange and integration among China's diverse ethnic communities.
When attending Sanyuesan Festival, my first impression was the vibrant atmosphere filled with singing and dancing.
I can feel how proud they are. They're able to show off their culture and their identity in this big Sanyuesan Festival.
Can you dance?
Not like that. Maybe my own style.
Maybe my own style.
What truly amazed me was that at Sanyuesan, even robots joined in the dancing.
Wow, look at that, robots!
Robots wearing traditional clothing?
Yeah, did you know that those robots are actually on the Spring Festival Gala this year?
Oh, the Spring Gala, really? Hello.
I'm already itching to try.
Wow.
Maybe my own style.
Clearly, dancing isn't our strong suit, but when it comes to musical instruments, we can certainly give it a shot.
Okay.
我们这个鼓啊，代表了我们老百姓的愿望，祈求国泰民安、五谷丰登、六畜兴旺这样子。
에쿠
마장새
마장새
에비 마장새
마장새
OK 跟马将马溜溜马呀 에비江南새马溜溜
오이
호요 차례
하요 차례
The Long Table Banquet in Guangxi, a traditional feast of the Zhuang, Miao, Dong, and other ethnic groups, embodying the spirit of shared seating without distinction, a testament to unity and collective harmony.
So do you have similar cuisine in the United States?
I mean, in the US, a banquet like this, like all these different foods, is not normal. You know, everyone gets their own dish, their own food, usually the same kind of dish. Like we would have a big pot of this or something. You can definitely feel the more communal culture here. So they can express their individual culture, but at the same time, you can bring harmony in a collectivist culture. You know, so there's that balance, which I think is really good.
Yeah, that's true.
Maybe something the US can learn.
The unmatched hospitality I felt at Sanyuesan is unforgettable, and you can see how deeply Nanning people cherish friendship, even in their most iconic dish.
Ultra noodles.
Yeah, ultra
Nice,
noodles.
nice. There's so many people here, and this is a very famous dish, obviously. Sour and a little spicy. I can see how this would fix any sickness. It's good. It's
One
good.
thing is really special about it is that it has no boundaries. No matter you're rich or poor, whether you are young or old, Lao Feng is always there for everyone.
Yeah.
It's the food for everyone.
It's everyone's friend. It's so good.
This special festival draws friends from around the world, including one truly remarkable guest.
You've been in China for a while, and I guess it's your first time here in Guangxi. So how do you feel about the overall environment here after attending the opening ceremony of this activity?
I mean, I really think the American media, or the Western media, is making us all less safe. They're pushing a narrative about how bad China is. You know, China has no ethnicity. What about this festival? I saw so many different ethnic groups, and I really want to get Americans to check out China, to come over here and see it for themselves, because I feel more people traveled here, we wouldn't have animosities. Our culture would understand each other.
I totally agree, dude. Yeah.
China has a very strong national identity, and I think its diversities are shared as a point of strength rather than as a point of opposition. In America, I think ethnic groups really clash a lot, and I think there's a lot of micro factors as to why that is, and you don't have those factors here in China. So, you know, perhaps that's it. The national identity of China is stronger with the Chinese people, and they unite and hold hands better than in America. In America, we are not getting along.
So what do you think are the similarities or differences between the melting pots of China and also the US?
I think the U.S. has, as of late, has walked away from its roots about remembering that it is a melting pot and it's turning into something else, versus China is rising on the world stage. I think the upward mobility I read in China is better than anywhere else in the world.
What do you think youth can do to promote the interaction?
Well, the youth tends to care more. The youth cares about climate change. The youth cares about socioeconomic issues. They seem to have more compassion. They use technology better. The world's getting pretty scary and messed up in so many different ways. So I think young people are more in tune to the fact that unless they make the changes, the world they're going to be inheriting is a nightmare.
Living in the world's most famous cultural melting pot, I've sometimes observed that the problem with a melting pot is this. Just as metals lose their original luster and form when melted at high temperatures, minority cultures can also face identity crises, abandon their uniqueness, and gradually become assimilated into the mainstream culture. But here in Guangxi, I witnessed a completely different phenomenon. Just as the renowned Chinese sociologist Fei Xiaotong profoundly stated, each culture celebrates its own beauty. Together, they create harmony. Perhaps, in the future, China and the US should likewise appreciate each other's unique splendor without competing for dominance, for only when 100 flowers bloom in radiant symbiosis does spring arrive in its truest sense.
How do you feel?
So handsome.
Do you like the pattern on it?
Different shades of blue.
Yeah.
And yeah, really nice.
Oh, you still have more decorations on it.
A lot of the colors originally came from the plants. So it kind of symbolizes like the cultural connection to nature and that agrarian origin that you were talking about before.
國泰民安，
國泰民安，
風調後順。
風有海豚。
哦，
Okay. 恭喜發財。